Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Rev Right, and I want to continue on the subject of no means no. I want to really dig into how this is affecting our youth. It is a big deal. The enemy is coming hard after our children. Let's dive into this one. The youth today is overwhelmed with choices. To do this, to do that, to be good, to be bad, to misbehave, to follow him, follow her. There's so many choices they are faced with, and a lot of these things that they are encountering is a mean or an avenue for the devil to get into their heads. We as the parents must take action. We as the parents are here for a greater reason than just bringing children into this world. We now must raise the child and guide the child. That is far more important than anything else that we have, is ensuring that our children has the best possible start in life. And we are a great piece to that puzzle. There's so much out here that can poison a child's mind, and we need to be there to safeguard them, to help guide them, to show them where to go, what to avoid. It is our responsibility to be there and to show them that we love them, and we are going to ensure that they don't make the same mistakes that we made. Children are not skilled on what is acceptable and what's not acceptable. So mothers must train their daughters on how to be a strong, confident woman. Likewise, as the father must train his son on how to be a strong, confident man. It is our job to ensure that our children know who they are and know what they need to do. Allow me to give you a personal example. My daughter is about to turn 18 years old, and I need to ensure that when she goes out on her own, that she makes good decisions and do not accept people into her life that will utterly destroy it, mess it up, and curve her and turn her to a way that is not healthy for her to be doing or how to live. I told her, you have a personal inner circle and treat it like it's your personal world. As you being in charge of your world, you determine who lives in your world. So you pick good people to reside in your personal world. It is your decision, your choice. Make good ones, because whoever lives there can build it or destroy it. And since you are in charge of your world, you have the right to evict anyone who's not following your rules and guidelines. This is important because you do not want anyone in your world not following your rules. It's your world. You set the bar, and you expect those that live in your world to follow what you set. And don't be afraid to do what you need to do. Sometimes it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt deep to evict people that have been living in your world for a long time. But if they choose to start to go against your set of rules, then it's time for them to go. And yes, it will hurt. Yes, you will feel bad at first, but you'll get over it. It's your life, and you only really have one life to live. I am doing my best to guide my daughter to success, because hooking up with the wrong people will tear your life apart. It will change your direction in life. And when you finally come to yourself, you'll be amazed on how far off you have gotten. So it's imperative that we be careful who we are living with, who we calling a friend. My son said something to me that really touched my heart. He said, "Dad, you are the reason why I conquered my mind battles. It is because of you and what you kept telling me." To the point where he recommended that I talk to one of his friends who are now going through the same mind struggles. It is key to be there for your children. It's an all-out war on our children. The devil has successfully infiltrated their minds, and our kids are committing suicide left and right. It's a shame what we are seeing in the news today about our children. And the large part of this is because there's no guidance for them. Where are the parents? Where are the guides for these children? Little children, stay in control of your minds. Monitor what goes through your eye gate and your ear gate. Because if you let any and everything through those gates, you'll be surprised what you'll start to become. They are seeds that's trying to plant in the field of your mind. You must be careful and be a good gatekeeper. The best way to know what to keep in and what to keep out is to use this method of discernment. Discernment is key in knowing how to preserve your mind, what to allow in to build it up, and what to keep out that may destroy it. Let's talk about this word, for it is important in how we are going to stay in control. Let's define this word, shall we? Discernment first means to pull away from, to doubt, to interrogate, to separate, pass judgment. These are the words that this word is incorporated in it. And now let's put this in layman's terms so we understand it fully. When something is presented to you, instead of jumping on board with it just because everybody is doing it, or agreeing with it because your best friend thinks it's okay, you being in charge with the safekeeping of your mind must do your own personal homework by using the method of discernment. Just because everybody is involved, you being in charge of your mind, keeping it, must first do the first step, pull away. Why is pulling away so important? Because while you in it, along with your friends, going along with the flow, you don't have time to really think. You're just going along with the motion. Pulling away from it gives you the opportunity to breathe. Now you can take your own assessments. Now you can have a free moment to think. Very important to pull away so your mind can breathe a little. The next step is to doubt it. Why you say doubt? Because doubting something triggers the mind to start asking questions. But don't just ask any question. Ask the right questions. Force your mind to start interrogating, which is the next step. Interrogating it. Dig deep into the core of this because you want to know what you're about to get into. And if you get to the point where you cannot crack the code on your own, that is the time to go and reach out to your mentor, somebody that you look up to give you the right information. Ask for help and keep on asking until you get it. It is imperative that you do not just be hasty just because. Make good, sound decisions. We must now separate the good from the bad. What about this thing is good? What about this thing is bad? And the bad thing about this, what makes this bad? Is this bad part gonna hurt me, hurt others, destroy my reputation? What about this makes this bad? Really ask yourself, really dig deep. because this decision could break you. What about this makes it good? Is the good a win-win? I win, the other people win? Is this win worth my time? Think about that, because it may not be beneficial for you to even do it, because the win is not really a good win. It's not worth your time. Think about that. And if you need help, remember, ask for help. Remember, one bad decision can cost you years of your life. One bad decision can cost you your life. You got to make good decisions. Good decisions equal a happy and rewarding life. Bad decisions keep you in a pitiful state, always wishing you hadn't have done this or that. So think about it before you do it. Now it's time to pass judgment. It's time to make a decision. Remember, you've done all your homework. You asked the right questions. You asked for help from your mentor. Now you can pass judgment on the situation and make the right decision. Remember, you are in charge of your world. You determine who lives in it. You determine what gets through the gates. It is your decision. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. If any man lacks wisdom, let him ask of God, and he will give it to him liberally. This is Rev Right. I'm here for you. God bless. Hello. If you like what you heard, please, if you haven't done already, subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification bell and like this video. God bless you. Thank you.